define abstraction in C++. So abstraction is all about showing the details or hiding the details. How much details you want to be shown to the user or end user. Now here is your television. Now we have control, right? We can switch it on, switch it off, we can increase the volume, we can change the channel. We just do it by click of button on the remote control. But what are the internal process? What are the programming done? What is the hardware inside? Are you aware of this? No. And you don't need to be. Because the internal details is not relevant for you. It should be hidden. Because you don't need it. I am not saying that it should not be open for you, but it is not desired by you. Why would a car owner know everything about a car part? So an abstraction in C++. Previously in the structural programming, everything was open. So abstraction in C++ is a technique of displaying only the essential information and hiding the internal implementation and the background details from the user. Why we should show when the user doesn't want it or he is not interested in it. So implementation, we have this can be done in two ways. Data abstraction in C++. You can do it using the class and access specifier. I'll just give an example. And header files implementation. So you can also make an abstract class. That is also possible. Okay, there are multiple ways. So int a is by default in C++, it's private. But let us say we are making it as private. So integer a we have defined inside a class and we made it as private. So now when you made it private, it is not accessible from outside. It is inside the class. So it is the internal detail of the class which shouldn't be known to the outside users. So you just make an object and work with that object. How this function is written, how the variables are there, why you need to know that. You just need to add two numbers, give two numbers and get the result. How that addition function is implemented, what variable it is taking, you don't need it. There is one more way of doing it. You make an abstract class. So when you make an abstract class, whatever functions we give here, we are not giving the implementation of the function. So we are just giving in an abstract class. Normally what we do, we don't give the definition of any function. It is the duty of the object, the class which inherit this class, that will implement the function code, that will write the function code. This is abstract classes. So there are a number of ways in which the abstraction can be achieved. Few of these I am giving. Let us take this example. This is an abstraction example. You have made these two variables, which one is integer, one is character, as private. So now you have given an abstraction here. Similarly, you can also do it with this function also. So this function is accessing the private members. So these private members are only accessible to this function only, not outside. It is not available outside. Means you just have to, whenever you're using this function through the object, you are not interested in integer, character, num, ch, right? So that is a kind of abstraction we have provided using the access specifier or access modifier. This private is all about the access specifier or access modifier.